Why I may not use Nigerian hospitals if elected the president of Nigeria, says Atiku Abubakar. Hello everyone, you're welcome to the news. Atiku Abubakar, the presidential aspirant of the PDP, People's Democratic Party, has come out to tell us what he feels about the use of Nigerian hospitals if elected to be the president of Nigeria. As you may recall, Atiku Abubakar was the vice president of Nigeria during the regime of President Olusegun Obasanjo. He has fallen out with his former boss at one particular point in time, but later they seem to have reconciled, but still, it's still been shaky of the support, if any, that Olusegun Obasanjo has for Atiku Abubakar. Now, let's get into the news of today. The People's Democratic Party PDP's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has said he may not rely on Nigeria's healthcare system for his personal use if elected president. Atiku explained that health facilities that cater for his health may not be available in Nigeria. Speaking at the Arise TV town hall debate, Atiku lamented that Nigeria's healthcare system has limitations. The former vice president was asked if he would use Nigeria's medical establishment as president to de-emphasize the use of foreign hospitals. He said, "We have limitations. We know we have those limitations. Health facilities that cater to my health may not be available." Atiku Abubakar resides in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and only comes to Nigeria for important holidays and political activities. So that's what Atiku Abubakar said on the forum at Arise News TV. So the talk amongst Nigeria is that, okay, you're aspiring to be the president of Nigeria. You're aspiring to take on the role of the father of the nation, of the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria, and being able to just release the breath of fresh air into Nigeria by one core cardinal areas, which is healthcare. And when asked about healthcare, the only thing he could tell us is that he might not be able to use Nigerian hospitals. So that means that what are his plans for the healthcare system in Nigeria? It might just be interesting to know that as of today, only one presidential candidate has released his manifesto, and which is the presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. And now we are yet to see the manifesto of Atiku Abubakar and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also I think Rabiu Kakwanso, and also Omoyele Sowore has been talking about different things, but I'm not sure if he has brought out formally his manifesto showing us the plan he has for the country Nigeria. So where do we now have a sigh of relief, since the presidential aspirant is telling us that there are limitations to our healthcare system, so he might not be treated in Nigeria? So does that translate to the fact that when he becomes the president of Nigeria, he's not going to still use the Nigerian hospitals because they do not have the facilities to take care of him? Everybody knows, that's been said, that he virtually lives in United Arab Emirates and really comes into the country. And if you can recall that he's been aspiring to become the president of Nigeria since 1993 during the MKO Abiola's presidential election, and he's been contested at every presidential election after that till date, and so in 2023, next year, in about 2 months' time, he will also be contesting on the platform of the PDP. So as of now, for somebody who has seen the outside world, who has lived outside, who continually lives in UAE but only comes to Nigeria for political activities and his business activities, that means that there's no light at the end of the tunnel for Nigeria as regards healthcare. We'll be thinking of things for him to say, like, okay, when I get into the system, I'm going to ensure I do so things for the healthcare system. But for him, he's already seemingly written it off that Nigerian hospitals can't treat me. Have we actually learned from what happened in 2020 during the COVID year, where everybody was on lockdown and every country had to face his or her citizens? Do you know how many wealthy individuals and politicians that we lost not even to count the normal Nigerians who might not be financially buoyant to go out of the country for medicals. But we had millionaires and trillionaires in Nigeria who could not go anywhere, and we lost quite a handful of them. Have we not learned our lessons that it's high time we start, equipping our own hospitals, build our own schools, run our own system, and put structures in place? This doesn't seem good, from what he has told us about not wishing to be treated in the Nigerian hospitals, because he said the limitations. So the limitations that we have, if you become the president of Nigeria, who is going to remove the limitations? If you, as the president, if you become the president, have no plan, have no hope that the limitations could be removed, and we can enjoy the same kind of, or even something close to the kind of medical attention you get in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, which is mostly where he stays. My people, please drop your contribution in the comment section below. This is quite an unpleasant one, honestly speaking, because as we know, 600 nurses and doctors and medical staff resigned from the UCH Ibadan, as said by the CMD of the hospital about a week ago. And honestly, we are yet to get out of that shock, and it's just the sad reality on ground. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.